Hey everybody, welcome back to the Crafting Brothers. Thanks again for joining me. Please like and subscribe and do all that cool stuff. I have something new for you today, a cheap miniature review. And if you haven't seen the original review I did, this is Path Minis. And I did the first set that they came out with a while ago. I'll put a link up there. I'll also put it down below. But they just came out with another set, and I wanted to show you guys because I think these are really a great option for cheap miniatures if you're just getting into the game. They cost me about 29 bucks on Amazon, and it comes with 40 miniatures. So let's spill them out and show you what we got. And they're actually pretty high quality for what you get. Okay, so it comes with a bunch of different versions, and then you get 4 of each miniature. So first up, let's look at this guy. He's kind of a boar type of character. I don't know what you would call him, but he could easily be something that is used for if you maybe a wizard turned you into an animal and you're now getting mad and you got to go back and fight the wizard. But yeah, don't know if I'd have too much use for him, but I like that I have him now, and he was cheap. Okay, next up we have, this is like a kobold on either a dragon or a drake or some type of cool thing. That could be very useful. You can even, I come up with encounters all the time where the kobolds and the goblins are actually riding mounts. And they don't always have to be horses because sometimes they're really small and they can't ride the various horses. So this could just be a riding any beast that you want, which I think is fun. So that's a useful character right there. And now we've got the dwarf. If you notice, there's dark gray and light gray. It doesn't really matter. They come with 2 of each color, I think, or each. It doesn't really matter. They're all the same. This is a cool little dwarf. It's always nice to have good dwarf warriors. He's in looks like plate mail, carrying a big giant mallet. So that's a good character as well. Usable characters, these things. This one is like a halfling girl, I think. Halfling girl. She could be one of those shaman type, little halfling shaman. She could even be used as a wizard if you want that to be a wizard staff or something like that. Or just a regular kind of townsperson that's going around. You can use it for that as well. So halflings are always nice. In my game, it's hard to find a lot of halfling miniatures. So I like the fact that now I have at least 4 that came with the set and they're pretty cheap. This guy is probably my least favorite out of the group. He's just maybe a soldier playing a flute. And I don't know if I'd have too much use for him. But you can always just use him for townsfolk or anything. Just stand in for any kind of character. But anyway, kind of almost looks like a cowboy in the Civil War. But I don't think that's what that is. So it's kind of neat. Again, that's not my favorite one. But all right, here's a cat tabaxi type of character. You can use it for any kind of cat folk or tabaxi. And you don't get too many of these in various sets. So that's actually kind of a nice one to have, the tabaxi miniature. This one is almost like a Call of Cthulhu type of character. He can be used as any type of squid or octopus human hybrid as well. Or just a general wizard that has a cool little long beard, depending on how you paint him. So that could be useful in certain circumstances. What else we got? We got a zombie. And zombies are always... Oh, look at that. He's got mushrooms growing on him or something growing on him. That's kind of cool. Zombies are always useful. You can never have too many zombies in an encounter as far as I'm concerned. So there's another one that's useful. I think that might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think there's a few more that I'm missing. Maybe this guy? Nope. Found him. Here we go. Here's just a cool little rogue soldier adventurer type of character that I think can be used in many different scenarios. You can always just use them as NPCs. A lot of these characters that don't have specifics I use for NPCs a lot in my game. So that's kind of neat. There should be one more. Am I wrong? No, there is. And this is a female, I don't know what you would call that. Again, it could be a warrior, could be a rogue, could be a female guard. Maybe that's what it is. Female guard guarding the castles. You can have a whole bunch of those. But it's kind of a neat little sculpt. Interesting pose. So here you have all 10 of them. And what I'll do is I'll get a kind of a grand shot. You can see what's going on. But I think this set is a great option for people who are just starting into the D&D world, just starting into the miniature world, and they want to get a bunch of bulk characters for cheap. And now the only problem with all these cheap miniatures is most of the time they're going to be unpainted. So you have to spend time painting them unless you're running an encounter that's all unpainted miniatures, where I played in a game where all of the miniatures were unpainted. And, you know, it didn't really bother me. Didn't really bother me at all, because it was just kind of, who cares? You guys know me, it's all in your imagination anyway. These are just used mainly for position and, you know, combat and where things are in the game, and just kind of a look and feel of what you're going for. But if you have higher standards and you want them all painted, knock yourself out painting every single one of them. Good luck with that. And let me know how much, if you're a speed painter and you can paint like all these in a couple hours, let me know, because I'd love to learn how to just speed paint and get a whole bunch of miniatures done in like a couple hours. That'd be great. Anyway, you guys, thanks for joining me. This is a cool little miniature review. I will be doing some more cool stuff coming up, and we'll see you again with another video. Thanks for joining me. Bye.